Good evening and welcome, and I hope you had a good day compared to most. Welcome to the Good and Bad and the Ugly. As you can see, I'm joined by my fellow hosts, Anthony, Herbert, and Hot Fuzz. The pair of you keeping. Hope you enjoyed the fun there. More importantly,
Yeah, I'm feeling extra. There's a bit of spice with this ugly today. Real panache. It's like them tubs of ice cream. When you open the lid, it's like one half is chocolate, the other half's vanilla. It's like that, but it's just ugly instead of ice cream. You know.
Looking good. How are we doing, Anthony?
Yeah, not too bad. Had a good day in work. Looking forward to tonight's show. I tell you what, that thumbnail, God blimey, it's like that film Face Off with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage, isn't it? God blimey, I had a bit of a peculiar thing today. Well, I came in from work, had my tea, and because it was so hot here today in Bristol, I thought, oh, lovely. So I opened the freezer and I thought, oh, some ice cream. So picked up the scoop, started eating it and all that. My missus went, please tell me that's not the ice cream in the freezer. I went, yeah, for why? She went, that's the fucking dog's ice cream. I was like, oh, thanks then. So it was an ice cream for the day. You can get them in the tub. I just picked up the tub out and just scooped some on a plate, in a bowl, sorry, and then just started eating it.
Wow.
It was a fucking dog smell.
First of all, obviously, big up to this man, Long Edge Yeti's Cave. Big up your pricks. Great show you had earlier on with Wolfang. Good interaction between the two of them, and it's good to see him in here as well. I hope you're keeping well, mate. You had a good evening as well. Aces, Bristol Rovers tractor broke down up the fail in the land Ipswich Town groundsman job auction.
Yeah. Big up Aces, by the way.
Fuzz covered myself in ice cream thinking of Southgate. It's not that kind of show, Fuzzy.
No, that's the first I was going to do. I was planning on getting all the Mr. Whippies down there. Mr. Star, big bathtub filled with Mr. Whippy and chocolate milk.
How are we doing? What's the crack? Little boy? Hope you're all good, mate. Big up, lads. How are we doing, Richard? Hope you're keeping well.
Well, good.
And obviously, big up to Noel Kane. Hope you're keeping well, mate. It's good to see you. And as always, been Mr. Whitby and Mr. Softy.
Mr. Whitby, yeah, but Mr. Softy, no.
could you not find the most softest kind of delicate packet of biscuits to find?
Mr. Floppy instead.
Mr. Floppy. Yeah, it was a story, mate. Well,
that wasn't me. That was Rustin Mighty.
Yeah, it was a good show with Wolfie. Never covered half of the topics played, but the top was just going. So yeah, it often goes that way sometimes, mate. But yeah, what I saw of it and that, it was really good interaction on that. And as always, like I said to you, that top looked decent. I must admit, lads.
I was in there back. A star fell off at the top. I told you, he stopped buying these slides tops. You know, like there's 272, but one fell off halfway through the street. You know.
Okay, now. Well, where do we start?
Well, where should we start? I think
can't start with United.
I said, well, why not? Like, you actually read my mind. We was going to start with United. All right, then we'll start with. Let's start with West Ham.
Well, as your brother's put here, bad weekend for the United, Tony. West Ham United let 5 in, Man United let him 4 in. Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah. Where do you want to start? So do you want to get your start, Anthony?
Should we get the snakes and ladders board out and let's pick a square? I'll go from there.
I mean, if you look at our game, I think we were playing crossbar challenge with that one. Yeah, it wasn't great, was it? Wasn't great at all.
It wasn't great. No, I didn't even think your game was live because I had Sky Sports main event on, I think it was on the same time as the Brighton and Villa game, wasn't it?
That game, the West Ham game, it was supposed to be the West Ham game,
Yeah,
the Chelsea West Ham game, but they moved it to the Brighton Villa game.
yeah. And I thought to myself, well, I want to see a better game. Obviously coming on the show, obviously Tony, you support West Ham. I thought if they're going to lose, I'm going to give them some shit. Obviously, you lost. I will be giving you shit. But unfortunately, the game was not on Sky Sports main event, which I had a bit of a downer about that. But that Fulham Brighton game, Jesus, what a boring game. I got to be honest with you, there was more atmosphere on the fucking moon than what there was in that stadium. Jesus.
I think this is what they said. I mean, it seems why they changed it. I don't know. Is it the case of Villa kind of cementing Europe? I don't know, but
maybe.
Yeah, wrong choice. And I suppose in certain respects for West Ham fans, it was it wasn't on TV because what's
it's a blessing in disguise.
Yes, very much so, mate. It wasn't good. And of course, there was the aftermath after that as well with Moyes and but we'll come back onto that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you must be happy though, aren't you?
Yeah. Happy. Yeah, we had a win. But I mean, is this the games we got now? Obviously, with Manchester United coming up this weekend, and obviously Everton last game of the season. Think about it. Man City've got 3 a game in hand, and obviously against Tottenham and yourselves last game of the season, West Ham. In all fairness, Tim, you two teams are obviously, as you know, you're in dire straits at the minute. Both of you, Tottenham and West Ham. And it makes me think: can anybody of those teams? I know they got Fulham this weekend coming up, but it makes you think: can any of those 3 teams possibly do Arsenal a favour? Because that's what we're counting on at the end of the day. It's horrible to rely on other teams, to do your team a favour, but. Unfortunately, that's how it's come now in this position of to win the Premier League. So it is what it is. Unfortunately, I do think Fulham will give them a game. But
yeah. But I know what you're saying. I mean, obviously, Ace is saying Eagles' first time in the Premier League history they've done the double over United.
Yeah,
setting records. Yeah. Hammers get hammered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. Yeah, definitely get hammered, that's for sure. Yeah, we was live on 5 Live.
Yeah.
Evening, Joanne. How we doing? How we keeping well?
Good, Joanne.
Good to see you on here. United will get a draw against Arsenal on Sunday. If that's the case, then yeah, it's not going to be good, is it? Evening, Jaminio. Hope you're well. I was hoping for 2 more goals so I could order Tont some 7-Up. Yep, I agree on this comment wholeheartedly.
Yeah. Ball was over the line.
Way there, we haven't cheated our way there, haven't we? I mean, we've been
what? Suddenly, Havertz went lame all of a sudden, did he?
Well, no, I did admit in the stream that we had that it wasn't a penalty. Havertz wasn't a penalty. I don't know why. That goal by Gabriel, that was a quality goal by a centre back, but obviously that got ruled offside. But when you actually look at it, I don't think it was. I didn't really think that goal was offside. When you look at it, I mean, they didn't even bring it up. It's just like it took time for. I mean, it's like what Fuzzy says to draw that line. How long does it take to draw that line? And it took many ages. So, but we won. We picked up the win. That was the main thing, and that's that. So we just got to move on, basically. So, but I just don't think we got enough to get it over the line to. Personally, in my opinion, I know it sounds like a downer on my own team, but what can I say?
So, I mean, looking at that, I mean, obviously, you're probably one of many that. Was you had that kind of frame of mind that, a month or so ago, everything was going well for you guys? City was still way behind at that stage.
Yeah.
It's yours.
In all fairness, Tony, it was going back to the Villa game when Mikel Arteta changed the team around, and it's like what I said: if it's not broken, you don't fix it. But it does make
Thanks,
me
Jared.
think. It makes me think: does Mikel Arteta he really want to win the Premier League? Sorry, but a question has got to be asked. And just to do that for one game against Aston Villa towards the end of the season, no.
I mean, Jimenez saying it will be typical for United to draw 0-0 on the weekend with Evans and Kumbala playing like Prime Maldini and Ramos to get stuff 3-0 by both Newcastle and Brighton.
Yeah, true.
Gabriel's goal came off his shin as well, I think.
Yeah.
It was about to talk that bullshit. Oh, we've been cheated a lot as well. Oh, boo-hoo, tears my beer. Not.
He's giving it the large one there, yeah. But no, I know there has been a few teams that's been cheated this season. I mean, obviously, Forest is a prime example. You know, their penalty shouts they had as well. The decision got turned away for them. And you know, but I mean, we've had it. You know, I mean that ball was looking out. I do keep saying that, but yeah, I mean, you know, it's been a funny all season where you know, things have gone against us and obviously other people's teams who they support. But all we got to do is just pick ourselves up, dust ourselves down, and move on. That's all we got to do. But I do reckon, it's Team Forest will stay up. I think I know they've got I think it's Burnley left to play, and they played Sheffield United already, haven't they? But they've got Chelsea coming up. So I mean, I think if they lose to Chelsea, like marginally, like say 2-1, then if Forest can come back and beat obviously Burnley, I think that'd be enough for Forest to stay up in the Premier League. Obviously, they go down.
Bournemouth's goal was more of a legit goal than Gabriel's. Raya going down with fuck all contact, decided to punch ball he should have caught. He's lucky it didn't count. And that's where he's kind of let you down in a couple of the games, isn't he, really, Raya?
Yeah, I mean, that, you know, I mean, that stupid pass out that he did that time and that. And I just think I'm not a fan of playing from the back thing. You know, if you're a goalkeeper, if you can pick it up and kick the ball down the bloody pitch, do that. Don't play from the back. I mean, I have said he's done it before quite a few times, and I said, get caught out, and obviously he did in that game against Tottenham. So
Chelsea's ball getting roasted tonight by Lee. They're all saying hello to each other. And City are destroying 4 teams left to play. This is the thing, though, isn't it? Because they are kind of getting these results, and they're also scoring quite high in the goal front as well. So they're reducing that goal difference down and use guys as well.
Yeah, it is. I mean, they come out away. I think it was 5-1, wasn't it, against Wolves, wasn't it? They won. So obviously Haaland scoring, you know, he got four goals there, wasn't it? So it was, you know, obviously this is where Man City and Haaland are both going to be up for it, and you know, winning all their games now. I just can't see nobody stopping them. I mean, Fulham. If we're lucky, Fulham might, even if Fulham gets a point, let's say if they draw with Man City, even if they win their next 2, we've lost the league by 1 point.
Yeah.
If they win all of them, we've lost the league by 2 points.
Yeah.
So,
Anthony, I'm crying so hard, mate, for your plight. I wish we had been cheated, but still win for a title. Giving you something tonight. You're getting it tonight.
I'm getting it tonight from the Yeti. Actually, I've got to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, it was better at their manager game, Yeti. You or Jez, because Jez said his team is going to kick your team's asses. So I don't know. I mean, maybe we should have a night. Work it out and try and play one another and put it on a live stream. We can all watch, you know, back whoever.
Well, yeah, it'd be interesting to comment on that one. I mean, as I said here, if Luton lose badly against West Ham, then relegation immediately. So yeah, they play us on Saturday.
Yeah.
But
I think we should bring in regulation too. If West Ham start winning games, we've got to bring regulations. Got to keep them from winning.
Yeah.
Maybe with our new manager, it could be the case. You never know. So, Richard's saying here, I think December the 28th cost Arsenal this season, home to West Ham and beat 2-0.
But yeah, but one of them was was past the line.
Well, it'll still be 1-0 then, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd still be 1-0. Yeah.
3 points.
Still 3. We'd have still lost it. I know it's still lost it, but that's fair enough. I mean, and the Newcastle one as well.
Yeah. Remember, he did exactly the same against City too. Took too long inside his 6-yard box, smashed it straight over Alvarez's foot, like it rolled wide. Yeah, Ray is causing you a bit of merry hell. Do you think you get a new keeper in? Even Pepsi pack.
Oh, look at that, Buzz. Take a screenshot of that thing. Take a screenshot. And Fuzzy at the same time. Come on, get the whole screen, the whole caboose.
It's in there. Yeah,
it's there.
It's recorded. It's done.
Yeah.
For the content. But that down there, that's not content. That's AIDS.
Oh, God.
Pure and utter AIDS.
Half time in the UCL game. Jez talks out of bollocks like you. Big up a good Matata. Hope you cool. All Gooners or not. Yeah, absolutely. And also Lee here at Football Dad's Army and that. Don't forget those, Long Ears Yeti Cave and obviously Football Dad's Army. Arsenal History and more. Go and give us support and smash the likes there, guys. Yeah, definitely.
I was on the show again Tuesday night. Last night I was on the show.
Yeah, I saw you kind of chilled out in your sofa.
Yeah, I was chilled out on the sofa. He sent me a link. He sent me a link to my email, but I didn't. I thought to myself, well, nothing fucking pinged up, and he went until he told me on the show. I then found the link, went on the show, and I came off like the last 20 minutes. So I was like, I apologise for that, Lee. So I'll look next time.
Yeah, look at Spurs. Sunday versus Liverpool. Look how many times they got caught. Sunday playing out the back. I'm not a fan of it. Punt the pitch like the old days.
Yeah.
Have it.
And that Peter P. He actually does look a bit like Peter P, my bro.
We had 30 shots in that West Ham home game and still couldn't find a goal. That game would be one of the reasons we won't win the league. It's our pleasure, as always. We and Jez haven't played each other yet on FM. That's to come. Ooh, that'd be an interesting one then.
Ooh,
evening, Luke. How are you keeping well? I'd love a new keeper, but I know we sadly won't be getting one.
Interesting. We won't get one.
Can you have Banana?
No.
Yeah, have Andre Onana.
Oh, yeah.
I can see Ramsdale.
You'll finally fulfill all.
I can see Ramsdale going to Man United. I can see you getting Ramsdale. And if he goes, I wish him all the best. Seriously, I wish him all the best. So I'd rather have Ramsdale in than Real. Put it that way, but that's my opinion.
Going to be interesting at the London Stadium. Julian Lopetegui will be there against Luton Town. Oof.
Ooh.
You can see Moyes and Lopetegui smacking it out on the pitch. Evening trip, Vic. Big up everyone. Hope you keep them well. Joe Smith. Where's King Terrence tonight? Interesting one, Joe. You never know where he could be at this stage. And how are we doing, Bargav? Big up early doors on the panel. Hope you're keeping well, matey.
Yeah, Bargav.
Yeah, Lee saying no worries. Thanks for coming on still.
That's right, Lee. That's safe.
No, it's almost as bad as Raya. Oh, and then you got Ramsdale is better than Onana and Raya. Yeah,
100% agree with that.
Onana might be a great centre back, but don't mock him, bros.
To be fair, probably would be.
United will get Pickford, Southgate's first choice.
He would, though. That's the thing. Actually, I say that Southgate wouldn't be allowed to make any of his signings anyway because it's all Ineos. They've said that no manager's allowed to have that power.
Oof.
So, but then again, Ineos might literally be all holding hands with each other, rubbing each other off. Happy hour. in the meeting rooms. You know,
The end bit. If that thing saying proper Bristol, West Ham manager, I do.
Mourinho, I do.
Mourinho.
Whereas Golden Glove. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I would.
Brentford wants 65 to 7 million for Raya next season. Oh,
Well, they
bloody
should
hell.
piss off because no goalkeeper is worth that. No goalkeeper is worth that. 70 million for a goalkeeper, unless you're like Allison or bloody.
Arteta in.
No, nobody.
We should win Sunday at Old Trafford as long as it doesn't rain. Yeah, you don't like the rain, does he,
Yeah.
Arteta?
No.
Oh no, he's talking about Ty. Yeah, because we can't forget it's been raining. It's been raining out there tonight. But it's been for both teams.
This would be interesting, though, isn't it? Yeah, Brentford owners want more than double agreed price for Raya. I suppose where he's doing so well for you and getting more game time, then no doubt they want more pound for the flesh.
Yeah, well, the trouble is, dude, Tim, I thought the deal was done. I thought it was £27 million in total. Obviously, we loan him for giving them $3 million for him for the loan, and obviously we add on the actual give him the 24 at the end of this season or beginning part of next season. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there.
Interesting. I suppose it'll all come out, mate, as you said. Trip saying Ty hates the rain, not Clartetta. Thank you, Trip. Anyone buy an option raise contract, so he won't be spending that on him. Only reason we won't sign him if he suffers an ACL or another fatal injury.
Fatal injury, Jesus Christ. Mauled to death by Win the Dog after Arteta bottles another title.
Don't forget,
Win's had enough. Win's done. He's going after everybody at Colney.
You know what's going to happen, don't you? You can just see it now. You know, the game's 2-2. Anana comes up for the corner and takes out Raya, kills him there and then.
Overhead bicycle kick. It bounces off a crossbar, hits Raya in the face. He's trying to turn around to see where it's gone and bounces in. So Raya's now fatally injured. He's dead. And they've conceded last minute goal.
We're doing well for you.
Brentford can't ask for more. Evening, Matthew Harrison. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, great guy, Matthew, as well. Hi, guys. Great show. Thank you very much, mate. Hope you're keeping well.
Nice pair, Matthew. Nice pair.
But yeah, obviously does some good Bournemouth channel content as well. So go and see his channel.
Oh, you been great. Sharers in all departments.
I'm not just remember. Ask the question.
Hey?
Ask the question.
I think that might be from Sharers all departments. I could be wrong. But I think Matthew might be in that show with Craig. What's his name? James Gordon, cheek look like I call Craig. So if he's watching, big up, mate.
Trip saying an honour assist and United to win 1-0. Yeah, look, there you go. Absolutely, yeah. He works with Craig and yeah.
Nice.
See, he's not just a good-looking face, is he, Anthony? He's got a bit of memory about him.
Well, I've got a bit of memory. It's nothing already up here too, but
I wasn't going to say anything. We'll leave that to the chat.
I'm hanging on. I'm hanging on to it in dear life. What I've got up here. It ain't a fucking lot.
Arsenal going 2-0 down on the final day. Raya suffers a career-ending injury. Ramsdale comes on at 2-2. Then he comes up for a corner, wins the title in the 97th minute.
Yeah, it does Peter Schmeichel.
Raya's got the golden gloves, of course. He's done well. Yeah, we're great. Yeah, sorry. Not sounding sexist, but why we got women on the panel on Sky Sports, TNT, BBC, ruining this beautifully game. Honestly, it gets on my boobs. Jesus Christ.
Dirty hell, Rick. That's so sexist. Very sexist.
Not sounding sexist, but I'm
Yeah.
just going to say an extremely sexist
Yeah,
comment.
James Corden.
Yeah, James Gordon. Yeah.
Can you imagine James Corden becomes like the new host for like Match of the Day or something?
Well,
There was talks. There was talks
with him coming on, bloody hell, that's yeah. Well,
with him, being a new Match of the Day pundit because that problem with obviously with Gary Lineker going back a few months ago, and he said but I'll be honest with you, he doesn't really know a lot about football, does he? It's better if he's an ex-professional doing the show, in my opinion.
Well, the interesting thing, I don't know if you saw it the other day, in there, the actor Will Ferrell has bought a large share in the Leeds United of all foot clubs.
He's a Chelsea fan, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's flip-flopping, mate. We've seen that before, flip-flopping, but yeah, apparently he's bought a substantial stake into Leeds.
Bloody hell. Fair play. We're all going to be American themed, aren't we? Sooner or later. I mean, when you look at it that way, we most probably will be.
Yeah, look, way too many. So we've done this already.
Yeah.
That's brilliant, Pepsi. You don't like Raya then? I don't know what to give that up anyway. Leeds United are back, absolutely, yeah. Big up Stephanie, ever keep well. Big up Fuzzy, Tony, and Anthony.
Big up Steph.
So we're going to come back to my club shortly in that, but
no, I'd rather not.
let's talk about Man United and what the hell's going on there. It seems like apparently
every day.
Yeah,
normal.
It seems that obviously Ten Hag's tenure is going to last for the end of this season. What happens from that point onwards is who knows.
I think he's sacked. I think it's just the case that like LVG, the same way LVG went out the door. Win the FA Cup, yeah, but we don't see a future with you anyway. So yeah, we're gonna call it a day. Yeah. For him it would be a shame. I think for us, all we want as United fans, it's not really about we just want the perfect manager to give these players another chance. All we want is just change everything from how we go about signing, selling players, who it is we go signing and selling. The manager focuses on coaching, and he's got a squad filled with players that don't bloody hate his guts for no reason. United are one of the worst run clubs in the world. Under Glazer ownership, yeah. Facts.
And Trips got it as well.
Once he gets back to regularly. Yeah, pretty much. Sooner or later, it's going to be United. A case for United, probably for the rest of the season. We just need to hit the big reset button for the summer, and hopefully there's enough that's changed that we don't have same old next season.
Be interesting what's going to happen with this one. Evening at Henry. Hope you keep him well. And for those who haven't gone, have a look at her, his channel and that. And it's good to see him back on doing some stuff. So go and see Henry Ray Baker's channel as well. Want Don Carlo at United. Sorry, just woken up. It's best to keep his 38-year-old Tom Eaton. Best centre backs are 36-year-old Johnny Evans and Willie Cabala, who had 19 appearances to his name. McShot is one of your better midfielders.
He is. McTominay, I agree with that.
Statistically speaking, he has one of the highest amount of goals at the club. Factually, on the eye test, he's one of the shittest players at the club. I never liked. If man looks like a dead man walking on a football pitch, he's a dead man walking. That guy. And it's not just for this season as well. It's every season he's been at this club. I don't get it. I don't know why all the managers love him so much, but yet we're still yet to see this amazing player that they all go raving mad about. No one can get the best out of him. Nobody.
Not even old Tenny Hag himself.
No.
Hey there.
There.
My parting doesn't look too bad in that. It looks salvageable.
Looks better than last week's, put it that way.
Yeah. Sooner let go have a passing where it's just down the middle. It's just gonna have.
Curtains.
Trip saying Varane and Alte have to disagree with that. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But I mean, the funny thing is that against Palace, we wouldn't have had a single fit centre back playing if Johnny Evans didn't decide that he would still play anyway, regardless of failing his fitness test before the game. He was not fit enough to play that game. He still played it. That's how bad the injury crisis is at Man United.
Wow.
It's in the history of the club ever. It's never been this bad. Facts. It's never been this bad.
Do you agree with this, Buzz?
You know how much I hate McTominay, and me of all people, his biggest hater is even he's better than Casemiro, Herbert, and Eriksen. Well, as far as the ability-wise goes, he's probably worse off than all of them. But in how each of them performs individually, McTominay, the one thing McTominay has going for him is that he's literally the passion merchant. The passion merchant, he runs and fights harder than anybody else because he's an academy product. You know, he's one of the Mr. Man United guys. Casemiro isn't that. Amrabat isn't that. Eriksen isn't that. I mean, Eriksen should be in a retirement home by now. Amrabat came from Fiorentina and literally sat down just like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Casemiro's still looking at the grayscale photos of him lifting Champions League. It's like, where did it all go wrong? What's happened to me? What's happened to my career? He constantly pays visits to the graveyard near to where he lives. He literally goes and sits in front of a headstone. It's called Casemiro's career, and he sits there crying for hours. Literally after every Man United game, he goes and sits there. It's just like, my career, my beloved career, has gone down the drain.
Steve, what do you think of McTominay? Do you sort of like rate him as a player? I mean, like, let's say if he left Man United, I mean, if you never had Paquette or something like that, would you have taken him in your squad? Or no?
But don't forget, we did look at him during the summer, him and Maguire. We did look at those players, but you know, the pair of them wanted to fight out and try and justify themselves with Ten Hag. But it seems out of the two of them, McTominay, obviously, he's got a few goals for United. But yeah, I mean, it'd probably suit him to be at a club like West Ham because it's probably his level in that respect.
Yeah.
That's no disrespect to obviously where we are. But I suppose the biggest problem is when you're at a club like Man United, even say for instance Arsenal. That's why we look at your players at Arsenal and that some don't leave because they know it's that stature of where they are. If they go down to another club, be it West Ham or anyone, as far as they're probably seeing it themselves, they're kind of lowering their standards. But in reality, everyone knows. Just like when you look at it, when you bought Rice, City went in for Rice, and no doubt Phillips was the deal breaker. We're throwing Phillips as well as the money. But when you think that he said, no, I want to stay here at City and I want to fight my place out. You've got the same with probably McTominay. You've got the same with, we look at with Smith Rowe, Nketiah, Nelson. But everyone knows you're not getting a game in a month for Sundays.
That's right. That's right.
And with McTominay, this is the thing. So that's why he's probably a bit part player than actually kind of coming on full time. I mean, going on Casemiro, I mean, they was talking about him during the week on Talk Shite, and one of the commentators said he's one of the media paper pundits. He feels that Casemiro's lost because of obviously his mate that don't play alongside him anymore in Fred.
Mm. Yeah.
So Fuzzy, I don't know what you make of that one.
Well, which midfield is better at the moment? Casemiro, well, actually, to be fair, Casemiro and Mino, or Fred and Sabitzer. Which partnership is better? Fred Sabitzer partnership would actually go to tough away days and still do a job. It weren't great. It still did a job. They did the fundamentals right. But some of the basics, it's the individuals in this team that you would expect so highly of them, and they underperform, just way under par. It's honestly incredible. It's like when people say, "Oh, the fall off from this person needs to be studied." It's like, put it in scientific museums and stuff. Have Stephen Hawking's ghost work this one out. I mean, it's crazy. It is absolutely mental how polar opposite Casemiro from a Real Madrid player to a man, from last season even to now. It's just, and by the way, for those of you who are vibing with Casemiro captaincy, he was captain that night. He was the captain. Worst captain performance I've ever seen from an individual.
Right.
Harry Maguire was never this bad from an individual basis as a captain. He'd have his clown moments, and compilations are out there to prove it. But on one night, we have one job: lead the team. Where was the leadership?
I know. But this is why I feel sorry for McTominay, because I not be funny, guys. I watched all these, like, not all of them, every single one of them. But there's a few Man United channels that I watch. I mean, you've got Man United, a couple of Man United channels called McTominay McShit. Then you've got Mr. B from the Man United gender calling him McFuckeries. And the other one is some man and goes, "Oh, it's McBollocks on the ball." So I think, that's how many mornings have you got for McTominay? Do you know what I mean?
All the good names being put out there. Fuzzy, do you agree what Tripp says here? The recruiting has been the worst ever, and not the injuries, basically.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If we want to, put Manchester United Football Club, in terms of trophy haul, they're not holding footballing trophies. They're holding trophies for being the worst at so many different things in the Premier League, in the country, on the planet, you name it. I mean, how we've conducted our business. There's no coincidence that, in the way in which we're looked at, people in the footballing world, the business world, they look at the people who've done the jobs for us over the last 10 years and say, listen, we don't have respect for those guys. We see them walk into a business room, into a conference room with us, and we're just laughing our asses off at them. We don't respect them. Man United have not had respect upstairs for the last 10 years. And, the proof is in the pudding. Look at the way we've negotiated for players. Yeah. Some people will say, well, some of those signings are really good. But look at the whole package deal. Were they really? It's like Højlund. Sign Højlund, you think, well, he's an all right player. He's learning his trade. We signed him as a star striker for 70 plus million. What? Like a logical club would sign him for about 30, and he joins the club as the third choice, and you're working on building his value up and getting him into the first team position. That's kind of the plan for Højlund there, but don't do that sort of stuff around here at Man United. Not around these parts.
Yeah. I like this comment from Richard though. Like Martinez back Sunday, parting Casemiro, centre back, bound to be a red card for one of them, or both. Be interesting which Arsenal player they're going to take out though. That'll be the interesting one.
It'll be Saka, wouldn't
it? Well,
Saka will go down by just walking on the pitch. What somebody in the front row will just look at him the wrong way, and his ankles will fold.
Someone will sneeze, isn't it, from a distance? Yeah, he'd be one of those, isn't it?
I've been wronged by that wronging in the crowd.
Evening, Mama Flossie. Hope you're keeping well. Thanks for being in here. Richard's saying that Sabitzer playing well for Dortmund as well as Sancho. Yeah, look at Sancho. I mean, bloody hell.
He's going to guarantee that we get even more money for him when he goes back to Dortmund in the summer. Hey, bring us the cash. Bring us the money.
How much was he, Fuzz? Was he 80 million?
It's about 70 million, but that was paid over installments. We literally spent the whole summer trying to get him, failed to, and then we signed him the following summer. But it was just like, yeah, we'll pay it in installments. We won't pay it full up front, which is probably how the debt in which we owe clubs £300 million has come about, is the installments that the rest of those installments are still yet to be paid out. So maybe Sancho, we actually still owe Dortmund some money for, maybe.
Yeah. Well, you need to buy
he's about to move back there.
We're doing that installment. You need to buy the players for West Ham, because what we're paying West Ham for Declan Rice, even though it's 105 million. But
your fans are paying the excess fees.
No,
never mind the club. The fans are doing it for you.
Yeah, it's over a 25-year season period, because we're paying them back national minimum wage, I think, or something like that. So it's going to take quite a while to pay it back. But West Ham accepted it. It's good news.
Well, on that score, Moyes losing the plot and basically saying the reason for our demise in that is because of Rice.
Oh God, I don't know what Moyes is saying after time. If he was that seriously, look, we bought him for 105 million. You bought in what, 3 players out of it, maybe 4?
4 players, yeah.
4 players, and those 4 players that you bought are good players. I know there's ifs and buts about Paqueta. Obviously sometimes he turns up and sometimes he don't. But
yeah,
I feel it's the way Moyes is playing him. I don't think he likes that rule. It's like what I said to you before, Tim. I thought Paqueta, that England and Brazil game, that bit where he plays in, I think I call it the free role. Give him that opportunity in behind the striker. I think you'll see something for there. This is why Man City wants him, and I tell you what, I think he's there to replace Kevin De Bruyne. Obviously, when he gets older, because he's going to be 33 next season, Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
So, do you know what I mean? That's why they're looking at him now. And Pep knows what he's doing, because he can actually see and tell this is the player I need in my midfield. Just a couple of adjustments, and he'd be fine.
Yeah. Well, the rumour is true, and apparently the deal's already been done, and it's just a formality. And
Yeah.
if we take 85 million for him, we double our money in that respect. So yeah, take that. Ideally, you want to see him. I suppose it's going to be interesting because obviously, and I say touch wood and 4-leaf clover and whatnot, Lopetegui is going to be the new manager at West Ham. Are these players, going to show themselves what they're capable of doing? By all accounts, you look at it. For me, I don't think Souček will have much of a chance with Lopetegui. He prefers a different style of player in that defensive midfield. So Alvarez would know that bit okay. Be looking at someone else. But the one that's still humming an iron about doing a contract is Ben Johnson.
Oh, right.
So is he, because I think Palace is touted with Palace.
Yeah.
Possibly Fulham. But you never know. He might decide, okay, well, new gaffer's in. I'll hang around for a little bit.
And they normally do that Thursday, don't they? To see what they're going to be honest with them. I mean, obviously, when the season starts, you can tell by as it comes up towards the end of the August, the first January, not January, the August transfer window. If you haven't been playing games then you're going to be putting in a request, aren't you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Of course.
I need to go.
I mean, like, I think Budgie mentioned it on the weekend. I mean, we got Mabamba, the youngster, that just literally sits on the bench.
Yeah.
You can't say you're getting experience by just kind of watching the game go by and you're sitting on the bench doing nothing. They don't bode well.
No.
But the problem is, you can understand Moyes, as we've said before, plays a certain way. So a lot of the youngsters, and not being funny, you've seen it at both. Well, apart from Maine, who come in at United, you're not seeing many youngsters come through, even though we know we've got bundles of them in the academy. We've got Flynn down. I think it was Portsmouth. I think it is. You've got Freddie Potts, who smashed it at Wickham, got Player of the Season there. Are they going to be coming back? Because I think their loan spell will be finished by then. So you've got all these players coming in. Are they going to be given a chance? Not too sure.
No.
This is the problem. But that comment that Moyes made about blaming it's the Rice situation and all this stuff. Well, I think it comes down to the same thing. When they decided to bring Stetton into the club to buy these players, there was that clash straight away. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got Moyes with his certain style of player that he wants to get in to progress in his mould. But with Stetton and that, I mean, look, every time we saw a picture of him jumping on that bloody Learjet, he's coming back with a player. And they've turned out to be all right. So Moyes has kind of got to think it's, as we always say, for the greater good. It's one of those. You've got to make sure that, it's that future plan, isn't it? It's like with both clubs, what we want. I mean, but as we said early on in the chat, both United teams are literally in the shitter at the moment.
Yeah.
They've got new owners.
It's no coincidence that all the United teams in the league this season, barring Newcastle, are anything but United.
It's true. Disjointed FC. As Richard said it, and this is a thing for us, is definitely. West Ham's defence is ageing.
Alvin Martin. Oh, I can remember him.
Phil Parker going back in goal.
Defender though, was he Alvin Martin?
Alvin Martin was all right. Yeah, you had him and Tony Gow over the years. Them two partners as part of the defence.
I can remember Tony Gow. Yeah, I think he had a spell at Blackburn Rovers as well. If I
a little bit, yeah. I'll never forget him because when I was at West Ham and that, with football players, your foot. If you look at us, we can only bend their foot down so far.
Yeah.
If you look at football players, especially the pro ones, because they've done it over a period of time. I mean, fuck me, he looks like his toes got to bend round back and touch the back of his leg. That's how much his foot went down. Poor mate.
Bloody hell. Because I can remember that player from. Oh, I think he played for you and went to Blackburn Route. Was it Matty Holmes?
Matty Holmes, yeah.
Yeah, he was a bad player.
He was a good player, yeah.
Yeah.
One of those, he's one of those type of players that I suppose in certain respects in the same mould of a McTominay kind of thing. Played regular, difference to McTominay, and did okay, but he weren't into that kind of. He didn't kind of go into that so-called legendary kind of status. He was just above that kind of style of player, basically.
Style of play, just above average.
Is Alvin Martin in the Hall of Fame at West Ham? Well, unfortunately not, Henry, because apparently the museum we did have in that, we've sold it all off.
No, he's in Madame Two Swords. He's in there.
Scared with the kiddies in one corner.
Yeah.
We talked before World War II about West Ham defence. Yeah, still decent back then. Still, it's gone shit since then. And this is true. Yeah. Matty Holmes started at Bournemouth, won a Premier League medal with Blackburn. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, he was a good. It wasn't a bad player for us, but yeah, it's just one of those that kind of could have gone on to bigger and better things, but it never really happened for him.
Oh, was he signed by? I'm not too sure because I know when he won the league, Blackburn, it was Kenny Dalglish, but I didn't know. I thought it was Ray. What was his name? Was it Ray Harford? That who the manager was at Blackburn? I thought he was the one that signed him. Matt Humes at Blackburn Rovers. What's his name? It's something Harford, something like that. Harford, or something like that.
Got me thinking him.
Yeah, I think it was him. I think he went 5 million, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was close. Ray Houghton.
Ray Houghton. He used to play for Liverpool.
Well,
the goal against in that World Cup against Italy, against Paluca, wasn't it? Went over. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ray Houghton was the manager of Blackburn. Anyway, move on.
No,
He's only West Ham. It's not important to him. You know.
Yeah, Ian Bishop, particularly West Ham defence, underrated player. Yeah, he was a brilliant player. Ian Bishop.
Yeah.
So him and Trevor Morley, remember that? I know.
That's right. I've never Trevor Morley. No?
Yeah, Trevor Morley. You know, yeah, he
was a few of them, didn't he? Don Hutchinson as well.
Yeah, Don Hutchinson. What was the other fella's name? He only played for us little. The blonde-haired fella was Liverpool. Oh, what was his name? Oh, he didn't never met. I don't think he made a much of it with West Ham anyway. He ends up he's a Sky pundit now anyway. Yeah, Ray Houghton, LFC legend. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I used to say, let's get into predictions. We'll get there, mate. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Sammy Lee, Ian Bishop, one season at Bournemouth, pure class. Yeah, he was a class player. Yeah. Bayern Munich 1-0. Ooh.
Bloody hell.
And there's something funny I sent you on Instagram for you to look at after the show.
I'll have a look at that one, John.
So apparently, according to reports, Lopetegui was supposed to have signed the contract today to become official West Ham manager. But I've looked, I can't see nothing. But the rumor mill's going around. Is he actually signing, or is it going to be someone else?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, Bayern. Yeah,
Gareth Lopez Southgate.
Gareth Lopez Southgate. Yeah, predictions for the 24-25 season.
Lopegate.
See, the thing is, it's like the West Ham fans. There's a lot of them saying, "No, we don't want him. He's no good." And I don't know.
I reckon you get Potter or Vincent Kompany. I think you go down the. I'm not being funny, Tim. I still think with West Ham, I think you go down the cheaper road.
Well, no, Lopetegui is the cheaper. Is the cheaper option? Yeah. So obviously, Ruben Amorim came over.
Yeah.
Had talks, and then apparently went back and with a tail between his legs. I'm very sorry. I shouldn't have spoke about, going over to West Ham and speaking to them. No mention about going to Liverpool and speaking to them as well. But it was all about, But apparently, this Amorim's got a 11.8 million buyout. So Stetson wants him. But Sullivan apparently has overruled him and said, no, Lopetegui's my man. I like the way he talks. I like the way his style. He's the man for me. Evening, Luca. Thomas Tuchel, United price just increased. Yeah, because obviously he's the favourite for the United job.
The United job, yeah. They're about swapping, both going each way, aren't they? Ten Hag going to Bayern Munich.
Apparently, they've called their interest with Ten Hag now at Bayern. I think they watched the highlights from Monday night. I was like, yeah, nah, forget that. We'll get Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Interestingly enough, I don't know why, but Ole was present at the Dortmund PSG game. No idea why. He was just in the crowd. Sat there, had a pass. United fans making cringe jokes. Oh, he's back. He's at the club that he owns. He owns PSG. Oh, bloody! In one night as an interim. Come on now.
I'm not ready for the new season.
You're lagging. Hurry up.
Hurry up.
That's great, Henry. Yeah, say hello. Yeah, just it. Hi, guys. He says, O'Sullivan is one mean old bastard with money. Oh, you don't become a multi-millionaire for nothing, do you? Not just including selling sex toys and whatnot. That's why we're not sponsored by. Yeah, that's what him and Gold were, isn't it? That's where all his money come from.
Fucking hell, I didn't know he was selling sex toys and stuff like that.
Yeah, you never see. Because obviously Sullivan and that, Gold. For old Ann Summers, his daughter and Jacqueline and all that a lot.
Bloody hell. I'll have to let my
Sullivan.
nipples know about that. Yeah. Saves me a job.
So let's pacify the people in the chat. Oh, it says red light district is blad. There's only one way return. Bloody hell, that's changed quick. Look, it's 1-1 there. Wow. Greedy parasites with dollar signs thinks he's entitled. Yeah, of course, always.
1-1. Oh, it's an own goal.
Own goal was
it?
Oh, dear.
Oh. So Alphonso Davies puts I was about to say Tottenham's because Harry Kane has just put Bayern 1-0 up. He's now conceded with their own goal.
Bloody hell.
From 0 to 0.
Oh, is VAR looking? That's the saying? Is VAR looking?
Under review for a foul.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh yeah, he did go down in the box.
Maybe he's tried to play the victim card here. He's like, but I scored a goal. Don't ruin my night, referee. My knee suddenly hurts. Oh, let's look at it for a foul. Yeah, it's allowed.
Disallowed. Yeah.
Oh, Slot's the referee.
Slot. Yeah, because apparently, even our merry-go-round apparently was even looking at Slot, Hansi Flick.
The Hansi Flick would have been a good choice, but do you know what I mean? I think he won with Bayern Munich. Did he win about 6 trophies or eight trophies in like 2 or 3 seasons for them?
Yeah, he scored.
Hansi Flick.
Yeah, he won quite a few trophies with Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
And obviously, it went downhill when he was the Germany manager. But
I mean, I think Alex Crook from Talksite decided that. Yeah, I'm gonna get Hansi Flick on the Man United story now.
Yeah,
he's a Luton fan. So let's go on this prediction. So obviously, Jones asking the question there. You've got the Europa Conference League, Olympiacos versus Villa.
4-2 down, aren't they?
They're 4-2 down.
You're 2-0 down. You brought it back to 2-2. Think, okay, they've sorted it out. The Olympiacos was like, yeah, we'll just carry on.
Nah, but Villa needs to score 2 goals in that 90 minutes going into extra time. You know what I mean? So,
do you think they can do it?
They might be able to do it, but I mean, Olympiacos sitting that bloody good one. They weren't that great years ago, were they? I mean,
no. I mean, when you expected Villa to do something with that, but bloody hell, I mean, they turned it on against Villa, that's for sure. Greeks already in the final. Yeah, has been here. And got to go. Podcast to do, no rest for the workers. Ciao, guys. Enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks, Henry. Have a great one yourself. Yeah, go and have a good one. So yeah, I mean, I can't see it happening. I think Olympiacos if they could get one more goal, that's it. There's no way Villa's coming back from that. I'll be very surprised.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What's on Friday? There's only a League 2 game. That's Doncaster Crew.
I think Doncaster win 500 more.
That's the
I don't know.
that's the playoffs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you've got Norwich. Who is it? Norwich has got Leeds United, and Southampton's got West Brom.
Ooh, that's going to be a game.
Yeah.
So we're going with Saturdays first of all. Then, so when you look at it, what's it saying there? Florentina wants revenge for last season's humiliation in final, and he's here. He's finally turned up. Good evening, King Mikel. Hope you're doing well with your glass of red wine.
Can't get revenge, so it's a team that they would need to get revenge on, not even in the competition anymore.
Yeah. Question to King Mikel: if you don't win the league, can you piss off? I mean that politely, of course.
King Mikel have to change to Peasant Mikel. Have to change it instead of trophies and medals and crowns. It's just wearing rags, shoveling manure.
Put it away. Wouldn't be biting in on a gold medal there, kind of thing, and that'd be all shit. Be biting onto one of them if you don't win it.
Be biting on that potato.
I know. I just see that as well. Yeah. Evening, Terence. So the first game. So it makes a change. They're actually going to play before you guys. It's Fulham versus Man City, 12:30 kickoff.
Oh God! Oh, so Fulham ain't got nothing to play for. Strong foundations, my ass.
Evening
in
the clock in
AFC always.
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
Always. Yeah,
I know.
The badge. He didn't chase the badge.
No, in the clock end.
I can only see a Man City win here soon, and I'll go. I think I'll go 3-1 Man City.
Yeah, I'll go 3-0 Man City.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a 3-1 myself as well. I think it's going to be one of those kind of games, isn't it? Pep ass kisser. Okay, no. Then we've got the 3 o'clock kickoff. So the first one is Bournemouth versus Brentford.
Who was it?
Bournemouth versus Brentford.
Bournemouth versus Brentford. I think Bournemouth will win this one. I don't think Ivan Toney is going to do anything. And if anybody looks capable of scoring, it will probably be Solanke for Bournemouth, even though he didn't score anything against us. But yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to go for a narrow win on this one. So I'm going to go 1-0 Bournemouth.
I'll go a 3-1 win for Bournemouth.
That's a big scoreline. I'm going to go 2-1 Bournemouth.
I mean, I could change it to be 6-1 if you
want. Yeah, Matthew's saying 2-1 to the Cherries as well. And Jones going for a draw in that game. Oh, next one is Everton versus Sheffield United.
Oh, God, dead game, that is.
Dead game.
That is a dead game.
Exactly.
4-0 Everton.
Yeah, the proper badge.
I'll go 2-0 Everton. I think they'll just...
Yeah, Ace is saying the Toffees to win. Yeah, I'm going with you, Fuzz. I'm going to go for a 2-0. I don't think Sheffield's got a hope in hell of scoring anything.
Well, they've conceded 100 this season in the Premier League alone.
Well, Chris Wilder's team talk kind of thing. Let's get it to 105 today, lads. Let's make sure 105.
Guys, let's try and reach 150. So Chris Wilder's mistaken him his own YouTube channel subscriber count for the goals tally against his own club. It's like, come on, guys, let's get out to 150. We're so close, guys. We're so close. Like, boss, this is conceding goals. This isn't what you think it is.
Oh, next one: Newcastle versus Brighton.
I'd see Newcastle win. I'll say I think Brighton will get a goal. You know what? I'm going to make it close. I'm going to go high goal scoring game here. I'm going to say 3-2 Newcastle.
Yeah, same. 3-2 Newcastle. Yeah, it's
Okay.
gonna be a banger game.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Just going on that one. Journey or destination?
Journey to destination.
Ultimately, destination for me. But above all else, but to me, the journey it helps to mean more in terms of how you look back on.
Yeah.
You get into your destination. So I think in terms of what's most important is the destination, but what tends to mean more is, or what feels like it means more, is the journey.
Yeah.
Well, it's a journey through life, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So he's like Fuzzy, obviously supported Man United at a young age. That's his journey up until now. And the destination, he walks
It's
to
the
the
grave.
door Southgate.
Yeah, Southgate. Yeah, Southgate, the grave. He'll be the one saying ashes to ashes, dust to dust, while standing at the head of my coffin.
Wow.
Going waistcoat on my coffin too.
You imagine a gold lace waistcoat. Jones saying Everton 3 against the Sheffield United game, and then I used to say Newcastle to win on this one. Newcastle 3, Brighton 0. Matthew saying Newcastle 3-1. Everton 3, Sheffield United 1. Richard's going by there. I'm going to go for a 4-1 for Newcastle, actually.
No, that's fair shake.
I think they're playing pretty strongly at the moment.
If you open your curtain, Tony, if you look outside, you'll see that there's seagulls lining the rooftops of every single house nearby. They've phoned in on your location now. Enemy of the seagulls.
All shouting at Mike. But yeah. Fortet, the most famous phrase is journey or destination, guys. Come on, guys. Oh, of course, yes.
Come on, guys.
Yeah. No. I've got.
It's a fucking disgrace, guys.
I've got my light bulb with me, but it's only kind of shining up one side of my face. But that's basically it.
You know what? I watched that, and when I watched him training, and we played against Liverpool, I think we lost 3-0 against Liverpool.
Be the light bulb, guys. Be the light bulb, guys. I have an idea, guys. I say we don't lose any games this season. I say we don't go to league title.
But yeah, I mean, look at that when he played that speaker with the "You Never Walk Alone." This is what you're up against. You know, you've got to be focused. Strategy on the game. Strategy is key. Give it to Liverpool. And if they're doing the training, goes and plays Liverpool and loses fucking 3-0. That worked, obviously. And as soon as that happened, I thought, oh, fuck this. I turned it off. It was just depressed. I was just depressed watching it.
Well, don't forget, he was dead. And then the fans brought him back, that he wanted to carry on this journey. And you should all be part of that journey as well. That's you as well, Anthony. Be part of that journey.
I'll take the other. I'll take the fucking slip route. That's all.
Dear me. Richard's saying Newcastle 3, Brighton 2. And you've got a couple of questions for you. To Anthony, Alexis Sanchez was our last world-class player. Had he carried a poor Arsenal image? A prime Preston, Alexis Sanchez is in this Arsenal team right now.
Yeah,
imagine
it. Yeah. Obviously, Alexis Sanchez in his prime, he was a good player. You know, scoring loads of goals. Good buy from Barcelona because he couldn't get in their team because he had so much quality in that team back then. Barcelona, we had him, and he was scoring prolific goals non-stop, averaging 20 goals a season. 2025, and I would take something like that now at Arsenal Football Club. If it means him over Kai Havertz, obviously in his prime, then yeah, I would take that. Sanchez obviously over Kai Havertz.
The question here is though, you went to this fella's team, and then
he went to Man United and didn't do anything. It was a spot
He's
deal with
like that.
Mkhitaryan, wasn't it? We had Mkhitaryan, they had Sanchez. It was fucking good. And look at this. The best football days of his career, Robin van Persie was at Arsenal. It wasn't Man United. We had one prolific goal season out of him because he used to come off the bench and he could change again. Van Persie. He left us, went to Man United, and
Won a
he's
trophy.
christened the name. He wasn't called Van Persie then. He was called Van Pussy. That was what he was called.
He just wanted Premier League trophies, though, Anthony. He wanted.
He wanted them.
He wanted a legacy.
He did. He won you the trophy, and that was fair enough. That was good.
Interesting question here for you as well, Fuzzy. Did you know when Tuchel leaves Bayern, Munich want Ten Hag? Which is worse, Ten Hag at Bayern Munich or Southgate at Man United?
Southgate and Man United by the longest stretch you could possibly imagine. Ten Hag at Bayern. Do you know what? If Ten Hag goes to Bayern, I'll be rooting for him to win everything over there. Because if he does win everything, imagine what all the fans at Man United are going to look like. That was so desperate and say, Ten Hag's a bum. He's a shit manager. Can't do anything.
Yeah.
He's winning everything over in Bundesliga now. I mean, half of these same fans are literally sticking rockets up bloody Xabi Alonso's arse. Send him to the moon, guys. He's the best manager ever. Well, if Ten Hag starts winning stuff over there, then what? Are they on the same level now?
Same levels, isn't it? Same levels. RVP volley for Charlton was, I remember that
goal.
That
was quality.
That was a good goal. It was a good goal.
Against Villa, against Aston Villa, that was another one. Wayne Rooney to Van Persie, 2 kicks, 2/3 of the pitch.
Done.
Well, they call it the scorpion. They call it the scorpion kick. Now, when Mkhitaryan scored that first scorpion kick for Man United, I can't remember who was against, but my brother's going to put it in the comments.
It was down Stretford End. I think it was in the Premier League. I can't remember which team it was though.
Yeah, and then Giroud did it after, didn't he? When it hit the crossbar and went in. Look, people in the chat as well. Right, it's just a question: which goal was better? I thought personally, I'm not being biased. I thought it was Giroud because he had to lunge more backwards to get it. But which one did you reckon was better, Fuzzy? The Mkhitaryan one or the Livery Giroud? Which one did you reckon was better?
For me, Mkhitaryan one, because I just think in the way that he took it on the fly, did it first, and all people could talk about was when Giroud did it. It's like, oh my God, Giroud did it better. He did it better. Well, like, fanning around like little pansies after Giroud scores an amazing goal, rather than say, oh, what an amazing goal, and loving the goal for the goal. They're just like, oh, well, Mkhitaryan's was shit. Mkhitaryan's was shit. Like.
Mkhitaryan, yeah, remember that player. He was a weird one and all.
Yeah, which goal did you prefer? Mkhitaryan's or can you remember the Giroud one for Arsenal when he went back and he hit the crossbar and went in?
I like Giroud's one because I think always like a Giroud goal because they were saying because he got himself in the right areas at the right time.
Yeah,
and that's what I liked about him. I mean, obviously there was a point where we was hoping to sign him. I think it would have been a good signing for us at that stage. But no, I always liked because he worked hard as well when he came on, and it's strange, isn't it? Because he was mainly used like a super sub more than anything else.
Yeah,
but he was very effective at it. Very effective,
Yeah.
Well, Mkhitaryan wasn't even a striker.
Yeah, but he had his eyes closed when he scored that goal. You look back at the video.
Even better, he reinvented the wheel. You get the no look pass and no look shooting. I think Firmino was cool with it, kicking it with the kids. No, he's just like, you know what? Even better. Try this on for size.
How good are you? Scott's
He was doing the Egyptian. He went like that, and when he was chatting, he was giving it that. It was like, what? Did you see it?
it's all hieroglyphics. That's what he's doing. That's it. Yeah. Scott said, "I bet you're happy with Tony with Moyes leaving." Yes and no. I mean, at the end of the day, in that, we can't fault what the man done for us. He's been, quite successful as West Ham's manager. When you think about it, 3 years in Europe, actually winning a cup, and that's with a squad that he's built, not like the one that your manager took over. But the problem was with Moyes, too defensive at times, which cost us quite heavily. We've seen in certain games. So probably is the best time for him to move on. Best for both parties, I'd say, in that respects.
Yeah, it's a peak for Bayern right now.
1-1.
They subbed Kane off literally minutes later. Rather than score a goal to get it to bloody
got rolled off.
time.
Just watching that now.
That's I think that's where Tuchel's let himself down, isn't it? I think Nketiah is the ideal replacement since Chanez, Enroy, RVP, Bergkamp, right.
Chanez, who's Chanez?
I think what?
Beyond
He's the ideal replacement since Sanchez. Well, I tell you what, if he is rich, why didn't Man United sign him?
2-1, Real Madrid.
Oof! Wow, that's a big quick turnaround. Giroud was quality, yep, definitely. What was Munich keeper doing there? Made Ray Ronaldo look good.
It's Manuel Neuer.
Yeah, I think his times are getting near, innit? I would take an age of Giroud over Eddie.
Definitely.
Yeah, Giroud was a grafter.
Top Gooners would like to disagree with you.
Like Giroud was doing a hopscotch at the time. Yeah, absolutely, Scott. Yeah, I think, he's done well for us, but I think the only thing which I think is a little bit naughty, is the fact that you've got a man that's still in the job, and you're touting it in media, on the papers, on the radio, that West Ham's got a new manager in the waiting, and you've still got a bloke in the job. I don't think that's right. I think that's a bit naughty in that respects.
Hosselu, oh my god. Hosselu scored both goals, but you also had another goal that was ruled out for offside in between.
Wow.
So he's put the ball in the back of the net 3 times in like the last 4 minutes.
Wow. They give the goal.
Yeah.
Tuchel gutted. Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, obviously he's going to, if he's going to come to United now, he's not coming there as a...
Might as well just pack his bags now.
I don't think Tuchel will go. I don't think he will go to Man United. I don't think he will. I think Moisey went back to West Ham for a second spell. He might go back to Man United for a second spell. He's won a trophy.
Learned his lesson.
But actually, Fuzzy will say, if you had the choice between Moisey and Southgate, I think who would you pick?
Moyes.
Yeah.
Moyes.
Yeah, it was a bit of a hard job on him. Agree on that, Scott.
I'd much rather trust Jez's experience with Football Manager to manage Manchester United, with the potential to him going on the mass savagery, carnage, and self-implosion, than trust Southgate to actually try his best for Manchester United.
Yeah. He did win the dinner plate with us. He lost 5-1 in the dinner plate.
I'll happily have Jez as the manager and lose the dinner plate 5-1 every single year.
Southgate would be United's manager, hands down, Fuzzy.
You know what? That's about the 6th person that said that in the show tonight. Big up, Scott.
It's like they all know which buttons to press. Yeah, bunch of keyboard warriors.
So go back onto the games for Saturday. The next one is the Spuds versus Burnley.
I reckon Tottenham, even though they're playing poor, but I reckon they've got enough to get that over the line. And I'm going to go a narrow win to Tottenham. I'm going to say 2-1. I reckon Burnley will give them a game because they're fighting to stay up, obviously. So.
I'll go 3-0 Tottenham.
I was saying 5-0. I'm going to be a little bit contentious here. I think, you know what? The way Spurs are playing at the moment.
2-2. You can do 2-2 or 1-1.
No, I'm going to go for a 1-1 actually, because I think
You go for
Burnley,
1-1.
he's
Yeah.
he has found a bit of form. A little too
Yeah.
late, but they are playing slightly
Yeah.
better. I suppose if you're going to go down, you're going to go down in the swan song and that and do well to the remainder of the season. They're going to make a blind bit of difference.
No, but they're going to go down with a fight team. That's the main thing.
Yep. Scott saying 3-0 Spurs. Then it's our game next. West Ham versus Luton.
Fucking hell, 10-0 Luton. Now listen, I don't know if this guy is still in the chat. Yeti, right? Now, can you do Forest a favour here? Have you got any confidence in your team to do something for Forest? Because if you lose to Luton, they got Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of those things that's gonna go. So you know what? Have you got any key players missing? Well, yeah, you have, haven't they? They're all fucking old. They're drawing their pensions.
All fucking old, yeah.
Talking about key players.
Yeah, we've loaned all the key players out for the time being. Wait for them to come back.
Oh, but Luton goes down fighting, don't they? But they're really poor in defence. West. You know what? I'm going to call it down the line. I'm going to say a draw. I'm going to go 2-2. I'm going to go 2-2.
I'll go 2-1 Luton.
2-1. Oh dear me.
Oh, bloody hell! I just had a message from Yeti. Anthony, can you find out Fuzz's address for me, please? I don't know what that is.
I'm armed and dangerous. Got a light bulb. Arteta's whispered some enchantments on this bad boy. I'm protected by the power of toxic positivity. Toxic and negative. Toxic and negative. Always toxic and negative.
Matthew say for the 3-1 to Spurs, Burnley will scores. They're still fighting. Yeah, I believe on that as well.
I should loan this to Lee as well, by the way.
Yes.
He's got a wooden spoon. He's got I can't remember what the other thing he's got, but he can have a light bulb as well.
For good measures. Spurs will be delighted to destroy Burnley and pants down against City. Ooh, yes. Well, City we know don't have a great record against Spuds. Ace saying 4-0 West Ham. Scott saying 2-0 Luton. Ace is saying it's a bow embrace. Tottenham nil, Burnley 1. Matthew saying Luton to win 2-0. Joanne's going for a Desmond Tutu. I have Tuchel. He knows how to beat Arsenal.
Bring him in now, and let's see him beat Arsenal. Derail title hopes just for the sake of it.
Scott's going by your comic, Anthony. Yeah, key players. We're just saying I want Conte at United.
I wouldn't.
Spurs. So a draw. 1-1, Spurs Burnley game. How said Madrid are to another Champions League final? Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to go Borussia Dortmund.
Burnley got a draw last away game against United. So yeah, Conte can't work with that lot, Richard.
Couldn't figure it out with Spurs. He ain't lasting.
Who's that?
Conte. There's
Conte.
Going back to
Chelsea, yeah.
Because you said it on the I think it was a takeaway shooting. The owner of Chelsea, he's only there on a temporary basis, isn't he? So,
yeah, he's only got another year to go and then he's off.
Yeah.
He's gone. So if he comes back in again, be interesting to see what happens to that lot.
Yeah.
But the West Ham game, Luton.
Gives you 2-2, he knows that.
Eh? Well, it's the last game at the London Stadium for the season. It's more than likely going to be Moyes' last game altogether. So I think because it's the last game, the players are going to want to put on a show. So I'm actually going to go for a scoreline, believe it or not, of 4-2 to West Ham.
Are you? Do you know when you got Man City? Where's that to?
At their ground.
Oh, what, the Etihad?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh.
We're there.
Oh, we're fucked. Right,
Yeah, it's true. West Ham 1, Luton 0, Trevor Brook in 89th minute.
Was that the 1980? That was the 1980 FA Cup final, wasn't it? Trevor Brooklyn.
Yeah. Scott saying any news on United's defence injuries, or will it be 5 or 6 and 6 choice? Which United, Scott? I'm hoping Man U or West Ham's.
It's got to be United.
Yeah, it's got to be United.
Like we're not even down to 5th and 6th choice defenders now. We're literally just taking players out of other positions.
Wow.
Who want hands up in the striking department? Who wants to be centre back for the next game? Hands, show of hands. Do you want to be centre back? Stick Garnacho there for crying out loud. Garnacho centre back. Might as well. Anthony at centre back.
Yeah. God, blood, you imagine that.
Did you play McTominay in goal?
He's too injured.
Fuzzy speaking. He's thinking that might not be a bad shape. You can't get any worse.
Well, we haven't seen world-class performances from McTominay in any other position yet. So maybe we're just waiting to have him put in goal and start making the best saves you've ever seen a goalkeeper make.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just not realised his calling yet. Like Victor Valdez started his career as an outfield player, transitioned into a goalkeeper, became one of the better goalkeepers in the world at his time.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
David De Gea started his football career as a striker.
Yeah. Well, I've been watching a lot of Fuzzy shoes of lately, Tim, and one of them, the shoe started, and obviously Fuzzy come on, and he was there. It was like this. 5 minutes went past. I thought he went, fuck. Obviously, they lost. So. Oh, God.
Fuck. Nowhere.
Funny, I was watching that fan reaction the other day, and it showed obviously their game, the United game, and
what was it, Goldbridge, who just wrecked half of his fucking setup. It wasn't the fact about him United conceding any goals or anything. It's because the referee gave the foul for a 50-50 on a goalkeeper.
That's the one.
And he's just like, "Go to this game. It happened there. You're Howard Webb. You are a fucking disgrace."
Yeah, he went off on one, didn't he?
For a solid 5 minutes non-stop screaming.
So we know he's making a lot of money because he don't need a light bulb. He had one of them strip lights. He actually ripped that out of its mountain and just
threw his chair halfway across his
all while wearing his gym jam. Mark Goldbridge.
Oh, Mark Goldbridge, yeah.
Yeah, he kicked it off. He really kicked off on one of that. Even wearing his gym jam bottoms when he's doing it as well. That's how classy he is.
He wants one of them cease and desist letters from PGMOL. He's begging.
Oh, mate.
He wants to collect them. Like Thanos collecting Infinity Stones. He wants
he thought he was changing the whole system at that point when he was, by what he's ranting.
Yeah.
But, it's still Flying Pig to me is the one. No one can beat that one. He's absolutely brilliant. Next game is Wolves versus Palace.
Oh, Palace. At Palace, I mean.
Jude Bellingham
all day long. Got anything to play for, neither's Palace, but the way Palace has been playing at the minute, that manager, I know it's taken It took a little while, but listen, they're playing good. They're playing good football now. So, you know what? I'm going to go 3-0 Palace. I am. I can't see Wolves scoring. I just can't. I can't see where the goals coming from.
Ooh. Sorry, this is an interesting comment here. James Lamprey, good afternoon. Morning to yourself. Apparently, Moyes and his staff didn't turn up at training today.
Oh, yeah. Google it, son. Google it. See if it's you're gonna.
Me and you, Pepsi pack. Me and you, Pepsi.
Wolves 2, Crystal Palace. Wolves 0, Crystal Palace 2. Yeah, I agree with you. What you're saying, Anthony. I mean, you know, that Glasner's got them playing some decent football. You know,
Football, yeah.
Kane Spurs still win trophies. He's got the same.
You and me both, personally. But yeah, I agree with Joanne with the scoreline.
Yeah, 2-0 Palace. Yeah, I agree, Scott. Flying Pig is my first go-to channel for meltdowns. Oh, mate. Mind you saying that.
These meltdowns are good.
Sides as well, yeah.
Just seeing the internal crises just etched all over his face and just seeing him question absolutely every fibre of his being. It's just
why? Why? But
sack this manager.
Yeah.
Sack this manager.
But yeah, I mean,
you know, he was actually a policeman, Mark Bulbridge. He used to be a policeman.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell, that's more scary. I'd rather have that statue. Come on,
Ace is going for a draw in the Wolves Palace game, but yeah, I think Palace. I think Palace will be just a bit too strong.
Yeah. What you going to Did you say 2-0 or 3-0? I can't see where Wolves are going to get their goal.
No, I'm going for a 2-0 myself as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the usual suspect, not being disrespectful, Goldbridge appeals to schoolboys of the age of 13 and under. Yes, so yes, we get that kind of comment. I get that anyway. I hope you're doing well, usual. Richard Herbert saying that Munich equaliser at 98th minute should have stood then. Yeah, it's all coming through now, basically saying, like, you know, Oxford United to play Bolton in League One playoff final after 2-1 aggregate win over Peterborough. Yeah, the next game obviously is Forest versus Chelsea.
You know what? Joanne pinched my. I was actually going to go 2-2. I can really see. Chelsea's only. I mean, they're breathing down Man United's necks, aren't they? I think if they win this, Buzz, and you lose, do they go above you, or are you on the same points?
Well, apparently they're on the same points, but better goal difference.
Oh, right.
So they are.
Yeah, so I agree on that.
Yeah, I'm going to go with a 2-2. I think this is a game that Forest would be up for this game. It's a hard game for them, but I reckon that they'll give it their all in this one before the Burnley game. So 2-2.
Yeah, I think
I'm going to go 2-1 Chelsea, to be honest.
I think Chelsea have just got enough to edge it.
Yeah.
So it's going to make it very interesting between, you know, obviously the Luton game and Forest's game.
Yeah.
Ace is saying Chelsea an easy win for them, and Pepsi's also saying 3-0.
Oh my god! Michael Jackson statue.
Forest in a point. It will be an interesting game. Yeah, see, that's how close it is.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday, just a one Premier League game. Man United versus Arsenal. Yeah. Hi, Miss Molina. Hope you're well.
I have made my pledge that
I'll let Fuzzy go first on this one.
Yep, I've made my pledge. Every single game from here on out for the rest of the season, I'm predicting 5-0 against United. So 5-0 Arsenal.
5-0 Arsenal.
5-0 Arsenal.
You're a fucking gentleman, a scholar, and you wear your heart on the sleeve.
Joanne saying 4-0. Yes, I think Fulham is the team to get something out of City. Be interesting. That'd be interesting.
I hope so. Yeah, because that's the only team that might do something against them.
Aces are saying a draw. Scott's going for 3-1 Arsenal. Tripvic saying Man United to win 4-0.
But this though, I know that we're all having a laugh and a joke, and I know there are any predictions, but you've got to think when Man United plays Arsenal, whether it's at the Emirates or at Old Trafford, is you know what, both teams shows up at the end of the day, and it's not going to be an easy game. I don't think it's going to be an easy game. So, do I give 3? I predict it's 3-1 all week. I'm going to stay with it, 3-1, but I just don't think it's going to be an easy game.
I mean, Pep is going for an outrageous one here, 8-2 to the Arsenal.
Well, yeah, we paid back for that game. Yeah, and then you lot can say we ate to be a United fan.
But will it win you a league title?
No.
That's the truth, isn't it?
I hate to be a Man United fan, but I still hate being an Arsenal fan. Oh.
Seriously, Trip's saying we need a draw. They will probably give 4 interviews yet. Arsenal record at Old Trafford is shambolic. This is the thing, isn't it? Richard's going with Forest 1 for Chelsea 3. But yeah.
Put your Arsenal in. Put your Man United in Arsenal score prediction in, Rick.
He's catching up. He'll be in with that one next on that. As you said, when it comes,
he'll still be putting predictions in an hour after we finished. We'll be putting them in on next week's stream.
Is this Man United's last game at Old Trafford? Or they
Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're not going to kind of actually go off with a swan song, being it's the last game. Then
I think they would want to. I think they'd want to run away by that point, because if it's final whistle and it's like 5-0 Arsenal, I think it's going to be a lot of anger sat at their ground, or everyone's going to have left, so there's no one to go do a lap of parade with or a lap of honour. Everyone's going to be too pissed off.
Two people just holding hands, basically. Question here from Usual Suspect. He's asking question for the panel. Do you think the Sporting Lisbon manager is nailed on for the Chelsea job?
Amorim, I don't know. I don't know what their plan is.
Well, it was talks going back a couple of months ago that he was going to be the manager of Liverpool.
Yes, and
but obviously he refused it, and obviously they got Mr. Slot Machine, or whatever you want to call him. But
Arnold Schwarzenegger, apparently.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, it could happen. But then again, there is chats with Conte as well. So there is talk. So there is going to be a few names going to be thrown into the bag, sort of thing. Into the hat, and what name gets drawn out, we just don't know. But I think it could be Conte, but then again, we don't know. But then again, I mean, is it too late for Poch? I mean, I know where they get,
I think if you look at the biggest problem there is he was brought in. They brought him into the job. We know that most of the squad was done by Todd Bowley. So you can't really say that it's his squad.
Yeah.
But as always with that club, for instance, the expectations are that much higher. Okay, it's changed slightly with Bowley, but again, as we said earlier, he's only there for one more season. So whoever comes in, if they don't like Poch, regardless of what he's done with them, he's out, isn't he? Simple as that.
Yeah.
And
so you reckon Poch will be there next season, and then?
No, I don't think he will be. I think he'd be gone. Even his body language at the last press conference he did, it didn't give much away, but it did in certain respects, because the way the way he interviewed, he didn't sound like it's like I'm very confident what I'm doing at the moment. But I think Amorim will probably be a better shout, because obviously if they're looking to move on and move away from the Abramovich and now the Bowley is, recoup some money back for what the amount of money that Bowley spent, then it could be a good shout.
Yeah. I mean, it's like with you, with the manager, obviously on Sunday Night Takeaway, obviously he said it was his words because he was on the panel. Mr. Certain Jez Collins said he'd manage West Ham, and he said he'd do a good job.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, isn't it? Trip saying Rashi and Bruno to destroy Arsenal. Eric Tang Clown.
Oh my god.
Got no chance. Jude Bellingham and Stormont in the final. Yeah, Trip saying actually Chelsea like them young. Could be a good shout, Emery. Richard's coming with Man United 1, Arsenal 0. Bruno Fernandes late pen to go down the Gunners to goon down the Gunners title.
Yeah. Wow. In your dreams, right?
I wish.
Sporting Lisbon manager going to Bayern Munich. Ooh, that'd be interesting if that is the case.
Look, there's all names going around with all these teams.
Trip said to Richard, stop smoking the crack.
It was a big last time I seen him. It's too strong for him.
Oh, and then obviously the Monday night, what you've got is Villa versus Liverpool.
Oh.
So Ace is saying Liverpool destroy Villa.
No, I think that's got a 1-1 draw written all over that game.
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
If that's your brother and Herbert, that is my brother. He's the younger sibling, and he's a Man United fan, obviously.
Enough said. But Joanne's going with a 2-0 win to Aston Villa.
Well, Liverpool's got nothing to play for. Villa's still battering. I mean, I think they secure fourth now. What is their manager going to do?
Bristol Rovers brothers.
Acers, no fucking Rovers. I converted. My brother was a Rovers fan, and I always say this story, and I would always take it with me. And my brother won't have it. I took it down to City Ground, and he then came out of Rovers and joined City. True story. Bristol Rovers brothers. He knows for City, right? He knows I'm City, but you're City as well. But.
Scott's going for a 1-1 draw as well. Yeah. My brother's a United fan. At his funeral, mentioned it was his only fault. Oh, bloody hell. Trip saying Richard is pissed now. I think Liverpool's still going to win this one. I think obviously Villa can get a goal. And I'm going to go for a 2-1 Liverpool win. Did you give your prediction, Fuzzy?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1-1.
1-1 as well. Sitting on the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, just that, they're at home. You expect them to be a bit better, considering what they've done. A draw for Villa will mean more or less guarantee fourth spot. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah.
Villa to win 7-0. Yes.
If then pulls it up against Man City for us, we're both North London, but
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? I mean, well, if that's the truth, obviously saying that Moyes and his coaching team didn't turn up, does it mean that Lopetegui's in early? Ace is saying next Wednesday night, Newcastle destroy United in a final home game for Bladhead. And Scott's going, obviously, have a good show, chaps. I'm starting my gym program today, going for the ant bod.
No, yeah, he's going for, yeah.
So Scott, so you're going to be all muscly at the top half of that, and then pencil legs like Anthony's got. That's why he never stands up.
No, if he stands up, you'll see where all the Mackie D's have gone.
Not doing any training is Moy's masterclass. Yeah, probably is as well. What's it, fucking Johnny Bravo? Yeah, Anthony Bravo. just got to do the old quiff, Anthony. You'll be fine, mate.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, obviously Moyes lost the players months ago. Yeah, I agree on that. Usual, I think that's the problem.
Yeah,
once the fans, and of course then you've got the media and stuff like this. And that starts happening. I think for any manager, don't matter how good you are. Well, you've seen it with Mourinho, Conte, all those type of managers. Once you lose it, you lost it completely. It's amazing that your manager hasn't lost it at all, Anthony. Really.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, it's like what I said. If he don't win nothing this season, I can still see him being the manager next season. 250 million. That's his first billion quid.
Every day. Yeah.
And then how long can you keep a manager there for? You spent £1 billion next season. If you spend 250, and you still won one trophy. How much money have we got injected? How much money have we got to give Mikel Arteta to bring these players in to win the Premier League? Is because if I was the owner, I'd be asking questions. I'm sorry, but I would. My brother was a Blackburn Rovers fan in 1995. He was. Yeah. No, I wasn't, Rich. I just liked it because Blackburn actually won the league over Man United. Because if you remember correctly, on that last game, you drew 1-1 with West Ham, and you could beat them. Yeah, and Blackburn lost 2-1 to Liverpool, and it was enough for Blackburn to win the league.
The Albions went to score the other 2 goals. There he is. There's Anthony.
Yeah, there it is. Giving it large.
Yeah, but look at the little pencil legs.
Yeah. Actually, I think no. They're not pencil legs. Nah, I'm not having that. They're not pencil legs. Nah, look. See, look. Proper football legs. Thunder. I used to get called thunder thighs.
Because your camera's down a certain angle and that, it just gives that wide angle lens kind of thing. It gives it a different appearance on your legs, Anthony. That's what it is.
Oh, God.
Trippy say, look, I like Richard Herbert. Anyway, guys, we're getting into the end anyway. So, as usual, I'd like to thank everyone in the chat for staying with us and putting some great comments in as well. And obviously, don't forget people like, Long-Haired Yeti and obviously, even Henry Ray in there as well. And obviously, the panel we're on with now. Ace is saying Farmer's Tractor.
Farmer's Tractor.
Farmer's Tractor.
Oh, I'm going by over
I'll give you the key.
And he's actually two-dimensional. If you turn, you can't see his legs. Yeah, this is the playoffs, isn't it? Sunday playoffs.
Yeah.
Good weekend of football on that one, so that should be good.
I think Southampton will beat West Brom, and Norwich has got the lead. I think Leeds is now. I think is it Norwich's ground. So I think Leeds to narrowly win that 2-1.
Yeah, because again, when you look at it, they was up there, weren't they? They was up there for quite a period of time.
Yeah.
And as it was getting near to the end, the wheels started to fall off.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you think of it. When Ipswich was in the Premier League, was that 95 they got relegated? Because I can remember Man United beating them 9-0 and Andy Cole scoring 5 goals. I think that was the season that Ipswich went down. I think that was 90. I swear that was 95. My brother may probably know in the chat.
Yeah.
That was,
Look at the odds there. United are 10-1 to win the FA Cup final in 90 minutes.
Oh, Fuzzy, put a tenner on it.
Why? I want to keep my 10 quid.
Oh, £10 on that wins. That give you good money. That give you £100, wouldn't it? when we just tell her about 110 quid.
Remember about shout? West Ham players lost. You'll find them on the Antiques Roadshow. Yeah. Antiques Roadshow, fucking Casualty, you name it, they're there.
They're there. So much. When did he sign? Well, he signed here for fucking hell, was absolutely millions. He's a fucking antique now in defence.
Yeah, isn't it? Look at that. Another fact: United also is embarrassing as fuck.
Oh.
Aces, Manure got no chance. It's true.
Yeah.
2 weeks today is Europa League final Dublin. Yeah, bloody hell, that's coming around quick.
Think of all the Liverpool fans that have got their tickets booked. Oh no. Oh no.
No, God. The hotels in Dublin, they're actually putting their prices of I heard £500 a night.
600 in some places.
It's 600, is it?
Yeah, because one of my guys was one of the drivers was going to go to hopefully the final for the Europa, and that's the price that they were quoting at the time. Silly money.
But trouble is, if they're paid, they wouldn't they?
Of course you would.
Yeah.
You had the post up on your wall in August '94. Blackburn.
I don't know what was on the boat.
Yeah, funny that. Manure United.
Yeah.
That's legs that never got to watch Arsenal FC. Basically, those legs that never got to watch Arsenal.
Because he doesn't fit through the turnstiles at the Emirates. They'd have to airlift him in. Like the James Bond skit with the Queen from the 2012 Olympics.
Say the full name, you
jump out the helicopters and then parachute in.
Anyway, Fuzzy, if you'd like to shout out your channel and actually what you got coming up.
Yeah, you can find me on HotFuzz44 live there at the moment as well. So yeah, if you're watching from my end, which I don't think anybody is, I think it's literally just the one person, which is just me on the playback. So yeah, me just on my own. But yeah, do be sure to yeah. Anyways, big up to anybody that has stopped by, and do be sure to like and subscribe to both myself and Early Doors Football TV, and hopefully when this one down here starts a channel, the straw chewing gooner or the tractor riding gooner starts his own channel, then we've got another person to send people to subscribe to. As for what I've got coming up, not a huge amount. Probably if something breaks over this next couple of weeks, then or next couple of days rather, probably have some content to put out there. But yeah,
it was Imac. It wasn't a Raider. It was Imac. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, look, March the 4th, 95, Man United 9, Ipswich 0. God, remember that game? Yeah, it was a bit of a drubbing.
That was and that think of it, that was the last time that Ipswich was in the Premier League as well. Because obviously they went down, never been back up since this season really. So.
Is that a sign? Is that a sign that Southampton are going to be down there for a long time then? Because we beat them 9-0, then they got relegated.
It's true. Fuzzy busy getting fuzzy with someone.
I wish.
Lee is live now cooking Chelsea supporters. Oh, yeah, you said it early on he's going to be doing that. That'd be interesting. Andy, what about yourself? What you got, or where you're going to be? Because you're everywhere we look. You're there.
I got nothing coming up. Fucking hell, I got my bed to bed. See what stuff will happen. You can find me on Early Doors Football TV. Obviously, where we do this show, the good, the bad, the ugly. Sunday night takeaway. I think Fuzzy was on about doing a show Friday for
Friday night. Yes. Us three shall be on Friday night on my channel for the preview.
What time are we doing that one?
Same start time as this show, 8:30 p.m.
No worries. Good
Would
morning
you like
to
another guest on there, Fuzz? Sorry, Saint, but would
That's
you like
all.
another guest on there, Fuzz?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you want the Tractor Boys on there? You know, your favourite one, Richard.
Yeah. Bring the tractor crew. We need a tractor crew.
Yeah.
We need a tag team partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Then.
That sounds good. Morning, Chris from Meta Football TV, and that guys again, a great guy. Can't see his stuff as well, please. Give him a bit of love and support. How unjust is football? Yes, it's funny how it turns around, Chris. Obviously, Bayern thought they had it in the bag. To lose it 4-3 is a bit, you know. But yeah, hope all are well. Yeah, not too bad at all. Chelsea hate is a disease. Lee Gunner. Whew, dear me. That's a comment and a half. And he got Bristol Rovers season reviews.
Here, I've got a pile of lead on my job. I got a pile of lead. I'm going to buy Bristol Rovers with them. I'm going to send the fuckers down. That's what I'm going to do. Mind you, it's only one piece, but you know that might be enough to buy them. Where you're in.
Tag teaming with Fuzzy on PH and RedTube.
Oh God, you're not on RedTube, are you, Fuzz?
No, I hope not. I hope someone hasn't taken an AI and planted my face on some other person.
I've had 5 more shots tonight than Jesus has all season. You know.
Bloody hell.
You
want to know that, Richard? You want to know that?
So for myself, Friday, I'm doing a match preview with Tyler from T-Boys TV, a Luton fan. That's at 5 o'clock Friday. So we're going to talk about the game and what their chances are of actually staying up, or are they facing relegation. Then obviously on with Fuzzy and Anthony and myself with his preview game. That should be an interesting conversation. And maybe Richard will be joining us as well, so that'll be even better. And then obviously Sunday is a Sunday night takeaway, 8 o'clock, with a host of panels, including these 2 fine gentlemen, as always. And then we're ready for next week when the 3 of us are back together again.
Yeah.
For a new concoction of some weird mutant monster on the thumbnail.
Yeah, it all depends if it all goes Pete Tong over the weekend for the 3 clubs. You know, amalgamation of one in one thing. Facts by Richard, absolutely. They were in the Premier 22 years ago, and Ipswich, Marcus Stewart was playing for them. God, Marcus Stewart.
Yes, yeah, Bristol lad.
Big up the Rovers.
In the street.
Well, let's see. It must be. It was a roasting for Anthony in so many ways. It started off with long-haired Yeti, and it moved on to his brother, and it stayed that way all the way through. Anthony getting roasted by his brother was amazing. Got to go.
Yeah.
Call my brother later.
Yeah. Right.
Take it easy, guys.
He can piss off. He's not coming on the show on Friday now. I'll do this, Rich. Sorry, Dick.
Anyway, gents, it's time for us to say goodbye. And that again for the chat. You know, thanks for being with us. It's appreciated at all times. We love your support with us. Obviously, to Anthony and HotFuzz, thanks very much, gentlemen, for being on the panel with this for yet another good show. And yeah, the weekend's going to be very interesting for all 3 of us. All 3 of us. So, as always, we finish off for the greater good.
For the greater good.
Take care, all.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the